time on how I lost my baby daddy of 4 years and my best friend of 3 years within 24 hours. By the way, this literally happened 3 days ago. But anyways, my baby daddy, we share a car. It's my car, but I let him use it for work and everything because he doesn't have one. Anyways, he was going out with his coworkers. And this is about like the 4th time he's gone out. Every single time, he goes out to like 6 or 7 a.m. Anyways, he stays out like literally that late, doesn't text me the entire time, does not care, and then comes back in the morning and tries to apologize and stuff, but like what the fuck. Anyway, this time my mom was watching our son for the night because she had him while I was at work and she wanted to keep him for the rest of the night. Cool, you can keep him for the rest of the night. I'll just come pick him up in the morning. So I was like, how about we do something for the night, because you know we don't really get alone time without our son. We can do something together because he wanted to go to the bar. I'm 20, I cannot go to a bar. So I was like, why don't we just do something together and you can hang out with your coworkers? And I was like, no, he wanted to go with his coworkers. Okay, he went with his coworkers. Anyway, I am texting his phone. And I'm not like blowing up his phone. I didn't text him until like 3 a.m. Okay, he went out at midnight. Bars close at 2 in North Carolina. Okay, they have to close by 2. So he's still not responding, still not texting me back. Texting me at 4. I say, if you're not back home by 5 a.m., you're never using my fucking car again, other than for our son or going to and from work. And then 5:30 comes. He is still not home. So I text him and said, if you are not back by 7 a.m., we're done. Point blank, that's it. And he doesn't have service on his phone, so he can't text me back if he doesn't have service. So I couldn't see his location either. But he was at one of his coworkers' house. He could have connected to their Wi-Fi and texted me back if he really wanted to, but he didn't. He was out for 7 hours from midnight to 7 a.m. Anyway, next morning I'm not talking. I'm giving him a silent treatment. I get in the car because we have to both go to work. I get in the passenger seat. I'm the only person that rides in the passenger seat. He drives. I'm passenger princess, whatever. My seat is reclined all the way back. I'm like, I literally fall back in the seat. I was like, what the? Because I'm the only one that sits there, so it shouldn't be reclined back. So I pull it back up. And I'm just thinking, like, okay. I just had a feeling. I just had an itch, you know. So the next day, I go on his phone, and I'm looking through Instagram messages because he asked his coworkers if we could go to a restaurant instead of a bar so I could come. And I saw the girl he texted to ask. Didn't think of any of it then. But then I saw the conversation was deleted. Why would you delete the conversation just because you're asking if I can come with you or go to a restaurant instead? So that was weird. So what did I do? Looked up how can you retrieve Instagram's deleted messages. And then what did I do? I went onto his Instagram, downloaded all his Instagram data to my phone so I could see deleted messages, current messages, all of it. And then he went to go get food, takeout, which by the way, he wanted to go to his job to get takeout. I told him I don't like their food, so I'm good. I got something else. But he wanted to go to his job. He said, well, if it's just gonna be me getting food there, then I'm just gonna sit and dine in. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Just get takeout and come back home. He said, no, it'll be cheaper. I'll just sit and dine. I was like, okay, that's weird as fuck, but all right. So while he's gone, I'm going through the Instagram messages and I see this girl was in my fucking car. Not only that, he was texting her, telling her how he felt unhappy in the relationship, how we were rocky, and we were rocky. I mean, we have a kid, and we're new parents. It was a little rocky. But he's telling her all this and telling her how last time they hung out, he wanted to kiss her so bad, he couldn't get to. And so that night, he kissed her. And then let her ride in my car, my all pink interior car. Yeah. And let's not forget, this girl knows about me, okay? Because literally 3 days before this happened, I came into his job because it was Halloween night, and came to pick him up with our son in his Halloween costume. And I'm like, oh my gosh, hey. And this girl had the audacity to come up to me and be like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty, girl. Like, your body snatched. Oh my gosh, you're gorgeous. Wow, you've been messing with my man for 2 weeks. Cool. Well, not my man anymore. You can have him sit. This off. I really don't care. Anyway, I find out. I tell him, come straight home. And he comes home. And I'm like, so, I saw all your Instagram messages. I downloaded them all on my phone. Saw all deleted ones, new ones, anything that's on there. I saw it all. I said, do you have anything to say? He just got quiet. Just sat there quiet. Yeah, anyways. So after he sat there quiet and I told him, speak up, say something, because I'm about to kick you out the house. He was like, I was like, bruh, come on. So I asked him how long's been happening. He said 2 weeks. And I told him, you don't need to lie to me except for you read all the messages. So just be honest at this point. He told me he only kissed her once and it was just a kiss. I don't fucking believe that shit. Why was my seat all the way back and reclined if it was just a kiss? Cool. I'm not gonna believe it. I really don't care. Anyway, he's pretty much saying that he did it because he just didn't know what to do. Like he was unhappy, blah, 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 buzzy. I was like, okay, cool. So what I do, I call his sister, I say, hey, your brother just cheated on me, come pick him up. He's out of my house. And I went to go pack up his shit and I said, hey, you want to help me pack up your stuff so you can go? And he didn't say nothing, not a word. He just sat there in silence on the couch. So I took it upon myself to pack up everything for him and put it on the couch next to him, waiting for his sister to get there. And don't get me wrong, I was crying this entire time. I was definitely crying and bawling my eyes, which we'll get to that part next. And so his sister comes, picks him up. I asked my best friend to come over because I just got cheated on with a dude I've been for 4 years and have a kid with. So, you know, I need some comforting. So she comes over, her boyfriend, cool, I'm friends with him too, whatever. She comes over and I think she's comforting me. I think she is at least. And I'm crying, but then I stop crying. So I've been crying for the past 2 hours. I'm out of tears. And it's gotten to a point where I'm almost feeling manic and I'm calm. Like I'm crazy calm. Like a type of calm where it's like, this bitch is about to go insane. That type of calm.
Hey guys, Girly me story time how I almost got jumped by 2 girls. And they not 2 little girls, they're not the same size as me. They were 2 big girls. So let's just get into it. Disclaimer, this story may sound familiar, but it's not about who you think it's about. Anyways, so both of their friends, like me and the girls were friends at first. But I start to see slight jealousy stuff. Like I start to see stuff that's like, why did you do that? Or why did you would ever do that if you really my friend? Starting off with, if it was like a boy that I liked or something, she would like embarrass me in front of them so that she could get to them, if that makes sense. But if you don't get it, I'm gonna just give you like a little small example. So an example, I was literally in class, right? And I scooped my chair back. She gonna say, did you fart? Cause you always be farting or something like that. I was like, why would you say that? Like, that just weird. Like, that was just weird. And she knew that I don't do that, so I don't know why she said that. Anyways, let's get back to the story time. But yeah, that's not all. Like, I don't really care about, oh, it's over a boy. No, it's not. It's just she just used to do simple, like, jealousy, weird things towards me as her friend. Both of them, really. Both of them. But mainly this one, the big one. But anyways, I was just like talking to my other friend, the other big one. I was like, so like, I don't know, I just feel like she be like doing slight stuff to like be rude or mean to me or something like that. And I was like, I'm gonna tell her, like, don't go back and try to twist my words, because that's how stuff like happens and gets started and stuff like that. See, what I should have did is I should have just went to her and talked about it, not talked to the other girl about her, because I know they were closer than how we were, but I still did it. Dummy. But I was going to tell her, like, I literally told her, like, let me tell her. I said, let me tell her. Don't go back and tell her anything. And you want to know what she did, y'all? Y'all want to know what she did? Y'all want to know? She told her the opposite of what I said. She said she feel like you jealous and that you're not a real friend and all this and all that. And I was like, well, she came up to me. Yeah, she came up to me. She was like, I feel like you're not a real friend, and I'm gonna beat you, and da 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 da, and you really ugly, and you all that, you think you all that, da 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 da. Talking about a real friend, never was that. I knew it though. I seen the signs, but you know, giving people the benefit of the doubt is what I do. But yeah, so after that, the first big girl, I'm just call her first big girl. The first big girl, she came up to me, she was like, I don't want to be your friend because you weird. Why did you say that to her? And girl, you literally was there when I told you that I was going to tell her that. But I didn't even say all of that, what you said. You just went back and twisted what I said and make it sound worse when that's not what I was saying. So after that, they both really got mad at me and they both wanted to fight me. So they would text me, big bold paragraphs about something. Oh, we want to fight you because you weird and da 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 da. And why would you do that? And you're just a bad person and da 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 da. And I was texting her. I was like, I'm not a fighter, and y'all know I don't be fighting people, and I'm not a fighter because I'm not. Why would I try to stoop down my level just to fight two girls that I don't even really have a problem with? Well, I did have a problem with the other girl. She just piggyback on the other girl, so it's like, girl, I don't even care. But yeah, so after that, it was like, I don't care. We still gonna get you. We still gonna get you. Like, we still gonna beat you up. Like, that's basically what they was trying to say. I ain't finna let nobody sit there and just think they finna just touch me. So after that, I went to this movies the one day. I went to the movies. It's right down by my house. So I just went to the movies. I was like, I'm gonna go to the movies, you know. I went with my friend. And basically, I forgot I still had my location shared with them. So I was in the movies and I got a call. It was like, hello, we at the movies. You forgot we had your location? Girl, come outside. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm finna go outside. Because like I said in the beginning, I was like, I'm not finna let nobody just touch me and try to fight me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go outside. After they told me to go outside, I went outside and like she threw an egg at me and they ran back in the car and drove off. How elementary school are we? For real. Like, they used to do that in the 1970s, throwing eggs at people's houses and stuff. Like, girl, what are you throwing eggs for? Like, so I'm definitely gonna need that one day. But the thing is, they moved schools and I never see them again. So yeah, they did all that for no reason. But yeah, that's how that went. But yeah, guys, let me know if you watch this to the end. Comment a black heart. Bye, guys.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to have this boyfriend. And in the beginning stages of us talking, we probably was talking for like a month. It was this girl who called his phone. So I ended up snatching the phone. And I'm like, why does she feel comfortable enough to talk to you after we've been talking for a month? So then I read the messages. The last time they talked was like 2 months before we started talking. Okay, cool. About a month goes by. After that, she texts his phone again. So then I snatched the phone and I say, baby, stop texting him. Don't judge me, I was young. But she ended up saying some little smart shit, and then after that, we never ended up talking again. Y'all, let me give you some little details about her. She was very pretty, but her eyes was always like bulging out of her fucking head. Like when I ever would refer to the bitch, I would call her eyes. Basically, a year ends up going by. He posted me on his page. She ends up commenting and she put some heart eyes. So then I sign under that comment and I say some little shit to her and then she say some little smart shit to me. So then my nigga end up saying something to her and then she just deleted the whole message thread in totality. Bitch, stop trying to be funny. So then boom, like 2 years end up going by. At this point, me and him not even together no more. I start working at Red Lobster. I was a server at Red Lobster. And yeah, guess the 2 motherfuckers that I seen sitting in my booth that I had to serve. A random couple, because I'm lying, it wasn't them. But back to the original point. I was working at Red Lobster. It was a girl who had to train me, and at the time we had face masks on, so you couldn't even really see motherfuckers for who they was. But one thing that I could see was them fucking eyes. I'm like, I know this is this bitch. I know this is her. And the thing was, she was hella cool. She was pretty. She had a very good, like, everybody was fucking with her. She was the life of the party at the job. She was really cool. But them eyes. So I asked her, I said, have we ever known each other? Like, have we ever talked, said something to each other? She like, no, we've never met before. We've never met before. We've met before. But you know me, and I know you. I know them eyes. But yeah, y'all, to this day, I still don't know if it was her, but I know it was her.
I woke up to a hey girly DM on the day of my birthday. No, let's rewind. Let me tell you the tea, right? So the day before my birthday, my man surprised me with a trip to Cancun. So I'm like, yeah, thank you, needs that, thank you. And it was for a month out. Like, it was booked for a month out, right? So the next day, which is the day of my birthday, I wake up and I see a message request, and it's some random ass bitch I ain't never seen her in my life. So I click the message, and she's sending me screenshots and messages about how she's fucking with my man, and she sent me a picture of them laid up in the bed. Bitch, what? So me and her get to arguing back and forth from the DMs. So I'm telling, mind you, this going straight to the group chat. This going straight to the group chat because bitch stop playing with me. So I'm texting the group chat, whatever. And they basically telling me like, yo, girl, like, don't say nothing, like, chill, like, you got a trip coming up, like, bitch, do it for the plot. Mind you, it's so fucking hard because I'm a crash out. So I'm like, bitch, I cannot keep the shit in for a month. They're like, nah, like, you gotta do it, like, bitch, you gotta go on this trip, this time and third, everything's already paid for, like. And it's for your birthday, mind you. Like, you didn't really do this for your birthday. So, bitch, this is for your birthday, bitch. Do it for your birthday. So, I'm like, you know what? You're right. So, he gets here, whatever. I didn't say nothing. I did have a slight attitude, but I blamed it on my period. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it for the plot. I'm going to do it for the plot. Yeah, I'm going to do it for the plot. Right? So, now, mind you, whole time, me and my friend is plotting on this nigga. Because best believe I'm getting my get back. Best believe that. Because I don't even play them games. Like, I don't. The day of the trip, no, the night before the trip, because my flight was at like 5 a.m. So around that night going into the day of I was leaving the flight, I texted that nigga, blowing down his phone. Bitch, suck my dick, you're dirty. Sending him the screenshots, sending him the pictures that she sent me, everything. I'm sending him everything. Of course, he's a lying ass nigga. He started lying. But it's not even me. I don't even know her. Like, what are you talking about? That's the friend. Like, what are you talking about? Bitch, you know what I'm talking about. Like, stop playing with me. Like, stop playing with me, nigga. Like, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm literally showing you the proof right here on my phone. Like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? So he's lying, whatever. Bitch, get on that flight. Me and my best friend. Oh, wait. I forgot to tell you one part. What I did before the flight, like, not the day of, like, it was like, I'll say 2 weeks after I found out about that situation, because me and my friends was plotting in the group chat. So what I did was I canceled the flight because everything was in my name. It was my gift. Everything was coming to my email. Shit, it's my shit. All my shit is connected. It's mine. It's my gift. You feel what I'm saying? So canceled his flight, got the credit for it, and rebooked it for my best friend. Now, me and my best friend is going to Cancun on your dime, nigga, for free. And you're finna be dumb tight. Mind you, he has no idea. So now, the day of the flight, we board the flight. As soon as we land Cancun, I post Cancun. Mind you, the whole time nigga been blowing up my phone. But I'm not answering. Bitch, I'm on a flight. I can't answer anyways. Dumbass. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, as soon as I post Cancun, he blowing down my phone. I'm not answering. But mind you, I didn't block him because, bitch, you're going to see everything that I fucking post, bitch. Yeah, you're going to see everything. You're going to see every single thing. Everything. From the moment I get off this plane to the moment I get to the resort to the moment I'm in the fucking water and the ocean and the beach, but you're seeing everything, bitch. Everything. So, this nigga calling my sisters, calling my mom to try to get in contact with me. I am not budging, bitch. I never gave weak, bitch. Never, bitch. I'm sitting on all 10, nigga. Stop talking to me. Like, you're out. You're done. Everything was paid for. The flight, the resort, and the excursions. Me and my best friend having a fucking ball on this nigga's dime. Like, bitch, are you dumb? Anyways, yeah. So everything was everything. Like, I had a time. So mind you, whole time he blowing down my phone. I'm like, nigga, what you just laid up with that bitch? Go lay up with that bitch now, nigga. Fuck is you calling my phone for? Like, go be busy with that hoe. Fuck up out my face. Like, are you dumb? No, I don't feel bad. That's exactly what the fuck you get for being a hoe ass, dirty ass, bitch ass nigga. That's what you get. That was your karma. I mean, it was really like, I planned it, but bitch, that was your karma for playing with me. Dummy.
I caught my baby daddy having sexual intercourse with my best friend and then found out a week later that she was pregnant. Let me give y'all a story time. So we gonna give the best friend a code name of A. And we gonna call baby daddy BD. Okay, cool. So months prior to this situation, me and my friend had been talking about her coming to my hometown because she lived 4 hours away. So she wasn't close. And mind you, at the time, I was living with my baby dad. So for her to come out here, she was going to stay with me, which means she was going to stay with me and my baby dad. Now, like I said, we talked about this months prior. But it never became like an official thing. We never set a day. We never booked nothing. So I want to say maybe 2 months had passed since like we talked about her coming out here and stuff. Then she brought it up again. But when she brought it up again, it was like she was just so eager to come. Like, she just had to come. She needed to come. And she needed to come quick. And it was just like, what's that about? But I didn't pay her no mind. I'm just thinking she want to come have a good time. So we set a date, March 17th through 20th. I was off. We was going to have a good time. Cool. Now the time getting closer, and I'm telling my child's dad, like, such and such going to be coming here. And she gonna be staying for a few days. Cool. When I told him, he had like the weirdest reaction, but I never paid too much into it, because how I'm thinking is, okay, he probably just mad because he know I'm finna be outside, or he probably just feels some type of way because he know we finna be outside. No. So it's finally time for her to come down. She comes down. I go and get her. We come back to my house. Now, it was like a weekday still, the day she had came. It wasn't the weekend day. So that day we had just chilled and sat in the house. So we didn't do much. We just talked, caught up, and spent time with each other. The next day came. We decided we was going to go to a bar. We go to the bar. We come back from the bar. Now we chilling. She gets the bright idea that she wants to get drunk. We should go get a bottle. I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. I don't mind. Boom. So we go get a bottle, we go get some chasers, and we come back. Now, this is when everything started getting weird. And now, around this time, my baby dad had just got home from work. So now he's home, he done took a shower, got his stuff together. Okay, now we're about to start drinking. So we finna start drinking, and I peeped, the first thing that she did was handed my baby daddy a cup. Why didn't you get you a cup? Why didn't you get me a cup? But okay. Okay, cool. So we started drinking, and we drinking like 30 minutes in. She asked me to go to the room and grab something. I go grab it. I'll come back. Like 5 minutes later, she asked me to go grab something else. I go grab it. I'll come back. Then I want to say like 2 minutes past. It was like not too spaced out. She asked me to go grab something. I'm like, no. Like, why you keep asking me to do stuff? Girl, I don't feel like getting up. Because at that time, it started to get a little weird. Like, then it's dumb stuff. Like, the dumbest stuff. Okay, cool. So now, at this point, I just started feeling so drunk. Man, you, I was probably only like 4 shots in. I was just feeling so drunk. Cool. And let me backtrack. Let me give y'all a quick side note. A month prior to this, my baby daddy and his brother had took a work trip to her hometown. And I never thought nothing of it. But just come back for part 2.
story time when I found out my best friend was my man. Like, mind you, I used to tell this girl everything about my man. Like, little did I know she was taking notes. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all. So boom, my best friend, she was around me every day. Oh, hold on, let me check my phone. So boom, my best friend, she was around me every day, literally. Knew everything I had going on with this boy. Like, she knew when me and him argued, when me and him made up, when me and him was with each other, when me and him, like, she knew. So one day, he says he's gonna go chill with his homeboys. I'm like, okay, cool, I don't trip. Like, I don't trip. I'm like, okay, cool, like, whatever. But something was like, check that location. So I check his location, and it said he was 15 minutes away. But I don't just check his location, just look. I zoom in, and it says he's at an apartment complex, and it looks familiar. So I zoom in, but guess who also shared their location a few days before for her safety? She shared her location a few days before her safety because she was going somewhere. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But y'all, they was at the same address. Like, what the hell? They was at the same address. So I text her, what you doing? She said, I'm at my cousin's house watching a movie. But I call and text him, but he's not answering his phone. Okay. So I pull up. I sit in the car, but it's like across the street. Yeah, I did that. Like an hour or 30 minutes later, they walk out the movie theater. Okay. Y'all, so I get out the car, and I'm like in front of them, like standing like this, with my feet just tapping. I say, so the movie was good? They just looking at me dumb. Just looking at me dumb as fuck, like two lost sitting ducks. Y'all, so my best friend runs, and he stays. So, sorry y'all, but so my best friend runs and he stays. So I walk up to him and I slapped him. Quickly. He like, I'm not even too much worried about him. I'm more so like, you supposed to be my best friend, so fuck him. I don't give a fuck. Niggas do what they do. But my best friend, like, all around the city trying to find my best friend. Like, where is she at? So I can't find her. But hold on, y'all. This video is finna end, so comment for part 2.
Story time about how the guy I was talking to for a month was cheating on his pregnant wife. Let's go. This story is 100% real. I have receipts for everything, so let's get into it. We're gonna call the guy Zach. So I met Zach on Snapchat. Nothing good comes from Snapchat. He slid up on one of my stories, I think, or one of my posts on Snapchat, and was like, you're fine, or something stupid. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Bella, you look mad young. Like, how old is this guy if he has a whole wife and who's pregnant, you know? So I was 18 during this time. This happened last year. And he was 8 years older than me. So he was 26. I just want to say I'm very mature for my age. So younger guys just don't really cut it for me. My own mother even told me that I should date guys that are older than me because the ones my age are apparently so are the older ones. Anyways, so I ended up talking to this guy because I was like, okay, he didn't have a public profile, but I snapped him and he snapped me back, and I was like, oh, okay, he's kind of cute. So that caught my eye or whatever, and so we started talking for, I'm gonna say, like a week, because I don't really give out my phone number like that. I never ever gave out my phone number to anyone on Snapchat except like 2 people, okay? And he was one of them. And the reason I gave him my phone number was because he seemed mature. Like, he had a house. He was rich. Man was rich. And we did not live in the same state. So I was like, okay, if he tries to kill me or something, we don't even live in the same state, so he's not even going to be able to find me. That's what I thought, at least. And if you saw my last story time, I am not stupid. Like, I have insanely good survival instincts. So I just want to put that out there. So, yeah, so he is like, can I have your number? I'm like, sure. Like, this is a week or 2 of us talking. I finally give him my number because I don't really use Snapchat like that. So we start texting. And he's like, I just wanted your number, but obviously I still want to snap because I want to see your face. And since we don't live in the same area, then I need Like, I need your number. Whatever. I forgot to mention, he owns a farm. He owns a bunch of land, and his farm sells whatever. I don't really care. But, yeah. So he would text me at, like, 6 in the morning because he has to go out and, like, feed his cattle and do whatever farm people do. And I had to be up early anyways because some days on work, I actually worked at, like, 7:30. So even though I wasn't up at 6 o'clock when he was up, I was still up fairly early on most of the days we were texting. So keep that in mind. So anyways, we were texting and he's like, can we call? And I'd be like, can we call? Okay. It just seems legit. It's like showing me and like verifying that he's not a catfish because he wants to call. And he asked me. I didn't ask him. So we call. And this guy is really, really sweet. He seems very shy, which I really like shy guys. I also like extroverted guys, but he just seemed very kind and very sweet. And he was just kind of showering me in compliments. Like, he was like, Bella, you're genuinely so gorgeous. I actually really want to try for a relationship if we keep talking. Obviously, I don't want to rush things, but I really do like you, and I like see a future, potentially. Me being me, I'm like, is this love bombing? Because we've been talking for probably 3 weeks at this point. And I'm like, yeah, like 3 weeks. Like, I understand when he's saying he wants a potential future, but is that not a little bit early to be saying that? So anyways, I tell him, I'm like, is my age not really an issue with you? And he's like, no, because you're so pretty. And I really like you. You seem smart. And he's like, I know you're in college. Do you need help with, like, financially? And I'm like, no, that's okay. I have my own money. And he's like, no, seriously. Like, I will help you. Whatever you need, I got you. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, let me help you with college. And I was like, oh, my grandpa's paying it. Like, that's fine. And he was like, well, then get you your textbooks. Like, get you whatever you need. Just give me your Cash App. And I'm like, is this man for real? Because as much as I tried to fight the free money, deep down I was like, please keep asking me so I can say yes. Even though I'm not like a money person, like I don't care about money, but like if somebody's gonna offer you free money, and especially because I'm a college student, I was like, okay, shoot. So anyways, I give him my Cash App. He's like, how much do you want? And I'm like, I don't know, $100? He's like, no, like you can say any amount and I'll give it to you. What? What? Anyway, so James ends up sending me $200, even though I only asked for $100, because I was like, I'm not gonna ask for like a lot of money. I feel like that's actually rude, and I'm not like that type of girl. I'm not a gold digger. So I asked for $100. He sends me $200. And I'm like, I texted him. I was like, did you mean to send me $200? And he's like, yeah, I could have sent you more, but you seem like you don't really want it. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. This is actually going to help a lot. And he was like, I know, baby, I know. And I was like, baby. And this is the part of the story where it starts to like transform into kind of weird vibes. What do I mean by this? I mean, as in, Zach started to get like, I want to say, inappropriate with me. And this is like a normal thing I always deal with guys, is like either them asking for nudes or them just being like overly sexual. And again, I'm Christian and I'm not about that stuff. I'm sorry. And so I'm just like, he starts getting really sexual and I'm like, okay, I know you want a relationship with me, but I don't really like that type of stuff. And he's like, yeah, but how are we going to be in a relationship if we're going to miss the romance part? Like, how are we going to do romance if you're so far away? I just feel like pictures would help. And I was like, so anyways, again, I should have seen this as a red flag, but I did see it as a red flag, actually, so I kind of pulled away my attention, but I should have, like, blocked him from there. But I think it was the fact that he was very sweet, he was, and he sent me $200, and I'm going to show y'all that receipt. But I was just like, okay, like, I don't like this, and I told him straight up, I said, hey, I don't really like that, like, talk, because we haven't been talking enough for you to be, like, asking me questions like that. I feel like that's kind of weird. And he's like, okay, like, I understand. Boom! Hella respectful when I asked. And I cannot tell you why, but for whatever reason, I ask him probably every week, is my age okay? Because even though he is older than me and he seems mature, I don't know, I just felt like
I don't know. I just was getting off vibes. Again, I was getting like a weird gut feeling that something just did not seem right. Like something was off completely. Okay, actually, I was wrong. I looked at the timeline from, because I have our text. We actually talked for like 2 months, 2.5 months actually. But anyways, so again, I'm gonna say like 2 weeks after he sends me the $200, he's like, can I send you more money? Do you need help with anything? And I'm like, no, that's okay. Again, he keeps asking, and he's like, Bella, like, I told you I'm gonna take care of you. Boom, cash apps me $200 like that, for a total of $400 so far within 3 weeks. Again, I'm like, okay. In my head, I'm like, wait, maybe he really does like me, because why is he sending me money? Like, and he has money, I know he does, but he's sending me money like it's nothing, which I thought was insane. Like, he literally just sending me money like it's nothing. And he's like, I'm gonna take care of you. And then he starts asking me, he's like, can we plan our trip? And mind you, at this point, I've already been on FaceTime with him while he was doing like work, so I know what he looks like, I know what he sounds like, I've seen him, we've talked, so I know he's a real person. I know I'm not about to get catfished. Like, I know he's real. I have his number. The cash app he sent me was his name on Snap. So I'm like, okay, he's a real dude. Like, I know he is. But then he starts keep asking about the vacation, and then at this point, he starts asking again for nudes. And I'm like, no. And he's like, well, I have a surprise for you. And I'm like thinking, is he gonna send me more money? He snaps me. And when I open this snap, I'm at dinner with my family. I think it was one of my family members' birthdays. I open the snap. It's a while I'm with the family at a family function. And my sister was sitting by me, so I don't even know if she saw it, because sometimes she'd be lurking over my phone. She probably did see it. I was so mad, y'all. Like, I literally left him on open. I literally ghosted him for 3 days, because I was like, I literally said I don't like that type of stuff. What are you doing? Now, this guy spams me to where I have never been spammed before. Like, it is next level. I think I had like 50 messages on Snap. He texted me a bunch. I cannot make this up. Snapped me probably more than 50 messages. You were a grown man acting like a high schooler. So I was like, Anyways, go to part 2, because part 2 is like where the story gets weird as hell. So go to part 2. Story time about how I figured out that my ex-boyfriend cheated on me. Okay, I'm gonna do a little backstory just so everything else makes sense. But basically, my ex-boyfriend, me and him are both Christian. He claimed to be like the biggest man of God. His family would do Bible studies every other day. I would text him, be like, wanna hang out? And he'd be like, can't, like, we're doing a Bible study. And I was like, okay. I just wanted to know, this happened my junior year of high school. I'm now in my second year in college, so it was about 3 years ago. Okay, anyways, we're gonna call him Trey. So basically, me and Trey met my sophomore year of high school, and as soon as I met Trey, I, like, automatically was, I want to say I was in love with him, but I really liked him, because he was very chill, he was very nonchalant, and he was very kind. Like, he was a very, very kind person who treated people very, very well. And this was like my first week knowing him. I was like, wow, he had like that radiant Jesus glow. And I want to just say that I was a player in high school. I was talking to like multiple guys at once, but when I met this boy, something was different, and I was like, I want him so bad. And when I have my mind set on something, I get it. And so he was my mission. I was like, yeah, that's gonna be my boyfriend. And so I was talking to another guy at the time. The other boy I was talking to, he asked me multiple times to be his girlfriend. And I was like, maybe later. Like, I kept rejecting him, and I was like, no, not right now. And then as soon as I met Trey, I was like, oh, yeah, I want him. And I kind of led Trey on, which was wrong, obviously. But I'm going to say, like, 2 months into school, I started talking to him. And then one of my homegirls came up to me and was like, bro, I really like Trey. Like, I really want to date him. Like, he's fine. He's sweet. Like, I like him. And I was like, I felt like she was cock blocking, because she barely ever talked to him. He literally sat at my table So when I tell you I was so confused when she was telling me that she liked him, I was like, what? Because in my head, I'm like, bro, I talk to him all the time, and I also didn't want to be a bad friend because she was my friend. And she's telling me that she likes him, and I had never told her that I liked him, so I was like, bro, I can't even be mad for her, like. But I was just more confused because I was like, bro, you don't even talk to him. How do you like somebody that you barely talk to? And I felt like she only liked him because I would flirt with him all the day, every single day, all day. And the teacher would even be like, stop flirting. She would say that, and me and him would be like, we're not flirting, bro. Leave us alone. Sorry, I keep switching the angle. Anyways, Alexis comes up to me. Oh, I forgot to say, the girl that likes Trey, I'm gonna call her Alexis. But, yeah, so Alexis comes up to me and she's like, can you put me on with, Trey? I want you to be my wingman, or wing girl, whatever. And I'm like, because I'm not a bad friend, and I don't want to be a bad friend, but I'm like, I like him. How am I gonna, like, set her up in the right way? Because I like him, you know what I mean? And it's kind of my fault because, you know, I was known to liking the other boy because I was a sophomore and he was a senior, the guy that I was actually talking to, and the whole school, dang near whole school knew because they're like, oh my gosh, like, a senior's dating a sophomore. Like, they freak out for no reason. But anyways, yeah, she's like, can you please set me up with, him? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. So I go up to him and I'm like, hey, Trey, Alexis likes you. And you know, I thought he's nonchalant. He started freaking out. He was like, yo, no way, bro. Actually, she's so bad. And I'm like, I didn't actually do that, but in my head I was like, bro, he thinks she's bad. And me, like, she's literally brown skin and I'm light skin. So I was like, does he have a type? I don't know. Part 2 of how I found out the guy I was talking to for 3 months was cheating on his pregnant wife. Let's go. This entire video includes proof, so you're gonna see along the video all the proof. Okay, so Zach, and by the way, I used the name James on accident. Zach and James are not his name. I said it in my other story time from like 3 weeks ago, so they're just fake names. Anyways, so Zach, he ends up sending me inappropriate pictures, if you know what I mean. And I get really mad, like I already said, and I end up ghosting him for 3 days. This man freaking blows up my phone like I've never been blown up before. He sends me like over 100, probably like 100 messages on Snap. Never seen anybody do that, especially a 26-year-old. Well, I don't know if he was actually 26. He could have been lying about that too. But yeah, and then he sends me not as many messages on like iPhone messages, but he sends me a few, and I'll pop those up. And I'm just like, bro, why is he spamming me? But still, I don't respond because I'm just like, you need to learn your lesson. I said, don't do that. And like sending that to me while I'm at a family function is crazy. So yeah, then we're gonna skip. I end up talking to him 3 days later, but I don't say like, hey, or anything. I just snap him back a picture of myself, like, don't even say anything. And he starts texting me saying, B, because he calls me B, B, that really hurt. Like, I thought you were gone. Why would you do something like that to me? And I'm like, it's not my fault. I told you what I want, and you did exactly what I don't want you to do. I said I don't want you to do that. So you're not respecting me. It's just giving, like, you're not respecting my boundaries, basically. And he was like, okay, I'm really sorry. I'm not going to happen again. So again, I'm like, okay, he's being respectful, even though that wasn't respectful what he did in the first place. But still, at least he apologized and owned up to it. And he's like, won't happen again. And he's like, do you need anything? I want to take care of you. I'm like, no, I'm good. Bro sends me another $200. So now for a total of $600. And I'm going to show you guys the Cash App when I'm done telling you the amount that he sent me. This is where I'm going to skip around a little bit in the story. But he keeps asking me to go on a vacation. He's like, can we vacation here? Can we do this? And I'm like, no. Because one, I know that going on a vacation with a random person that you've never met, even though I know he's real, leads to murder, and I'm not trying to be that one murder case. Yeah, so I'm like, no, and I'm making up excuses. I'm like, I can't leave because attendance is a grade. I'm in college, and also, like, I'm not doing online school, so it's not like I can just pick up everything and leave to go on vacation with you. And he's like, okay, well, I can come there. And I'm like, no. So then let's fast forward, like, I'm gonna say 2 weeks. We start talking again. Everything's chill. He apologizes for what he did. Whatever. And at this point is when I kind of lose feelings for him because I'm realizing that he's just very immature for a 26-year-old, and especially because I'm freshly 18, you know, and also I don't like the fact that, like, you know, he has Snap and he's a grown man. Like, that's a little bit, like, concerning to me. Now, this is the part of the story where it starts to get weird. So he keeps asking me whenever I'm not giving him enough attention, in his own words, then he'll just be like, can I send you money? And I'm like, no, it's fine. And he'll just randomly send me money. So all in total of the money that he sent me $800, all in which I didn't ask for. So I start to realize just, like, some more red flags in him. Then one day, I get a text from an unknown number saying, how do you know Zach? This is the number. And they provide the number. That is his number, obviously. And I'm like, oh, I used to talk to him. Are you talking about blonde hair, blue eyes, Zach? And this person's like, yes. And I'm like, well, can I have some proof I don't know you? And they respond with something like, I'm trying to remember the exact text because this was a little while ago, but they're like, can you just cooperate? Or they say something like that. And like, but can I send you a wedding picture if that will help? And I'm like, yeah, please send me a wedding picture so I know this man is married. That's insane. The craziest part of all, me and him have been talking for 3 months, and she told me after I saw the wedding picture that she just pushed out his baby a month ago. At this point in time, I'm kind of freaking out because I'm just like, oh, this is insane. Like, 2 in a row. Like, how could this be? How can this be true? So she just asked me questions, like, about what we did, our romantic life, and I was like, no, girl, it was nothing like that. Well, even though I said your man is weird because I'm freshly 18 and he was talking to me and didn't care. Oh, and that reminds me, I forgot to say something. So, I tricked him one time when I was mad at him and told him that I was 16, and he was like, oh, and he's 26, and he's like, oh, well, I don't think I can still talk to you. Bro was not about to cut me off, let's be real. Anyways, so then she's talking about how, I'm like, please tell me you're divorcing, and she's like, yeah, I just need all the evidence I can against him for court, and I'm like, yeah, girl, and I'm like, by the way, he sent me money, I spill all the beans, I tell her everything, because I'm, like, so pissed, and I actually texted Zach, and I was like, you're disgusting, like, how could you do that? So me and him were talking, and she was, like, 8 months pregnant, or 7 months pregnant, something like that, and, like, you didn't even have your first kid, and you're already cheating, bro? Like, that is just insane to me. Men are just so crazy. Not all of them, but a select few of them are insane.
Yeah, I'm bored as fuck, so I'm about to do a story time on how I got caught cheating and my ex recorded me. Well, my boyfriend at the time recorded me while I was cheating and posted out on social media. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, the boy that I was dating, he was a good dude. He, like, if I was on my period, bring me some Tylenol, bring me some food. He brought me flowers. He gave me a promise ring. He got me shoes, clothes, ordered my Shein cards, all that. He did all that, which, hold on. The only thing that I didn't like about him was that he was controlling. Like, y'all, he would not let me post my stuff on social media. He didn't want me to go nowhere. He always wanted to be under my ass. But y'all, I'm young. Like, now I be all up in my nigga ass. Like, but I was young and I wanted to, like, you know, like, what you mean I can't post myself? What you mean I can't do this? What you mean? Like, what you mean? Like, y'all used to get mad about the little things, and then y'all used to always accuse me of stuff. He used to go through my phone while I was asleep and all that. So I just got tired of it, y'all. He kept accusing me of messing with all these people when I wasn't doing nothing. I was being loyal, y'all. But I don't like getting accused of stuff. So when I'm getting accused of stuff, I just go ahead and do it because. So this boy I was working in Wendy's, and this boy was working in Wendy's with us. And he had asked me that I want to go to this Halloween party or whatever after work. And I was like, shit, hell yeah, whatever. Okay, so we went to Walmart, and I got me a little fucking, when we went to Walmart, it was Halloween. And no costumes were there. I'm thinking there was a fucking cape. So I got the cape. So I bought the cape, y'all. And I just had put on a regular outfit, just some stupid ass shit, and I put the cape on with it. Whatever. So I had lied to the boy, and I told him that I was going with Samario.
And so I left my location on and everything, y'all. Let him see where I was going, blah, 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 y'all. When I tell you he was blowing my phone up the whole motherfucking time, like, why'd you sit here blowing my phone up? Like, be cool. Like, what the fuck? Like, if I'm telling you I'm going somewhere, you call, I'm going to answer. But why is you blowing my phone up? Y'all wish I still had my old phone, because y'all should show y'all the motherfucking text message how he be, y'all. And y'all don't know why the fuck I cheated. So, I left my location on. So, I guess he's following my location. So we go to the Halloween party. By the time we got there, the police was shutting it down. So he had stayed out there for like 5-10 minutes. Then we had headed back, y'all, because I was tired as hell anyways. I was zooted, actually. I was zooted as fuck. So we had got back. But by the time we got back, it was like 1 o'clock. And I was hungry as fuck. And I wanted something to eat. And wasn't nothing open but gas station. So we had went to the gas station, y'all. And the only gas station that was open was the gas station that's by his house. Okay, so we go to that gas station. Mind y'all, I'm doing this here. I'm not even thinking about him. I'm not even having fun for real, but like, I'm at the motherfucking house finally. And then so I go use the bathroom, y'all. I go use the bathroom, and then I come out, and the dude that I had went to the Halloween party with was standing outside of there. So, and then, he's standing outside of there, and he had said something to me, and I had called him a stupid AB word, and he started choking me, like he had me in the chokehold, and I was like, let me go, blah, blah. So then, when I finally, okay, when he had me in the head, like, I was down like this, obviously, so I had backed up out of it. As soon as I held my head up, why is it my boyfriend in front of me with a camera in front of my face? And y'all, so you got a camera in front of my face. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I was in my head like, this nigga had never have a ride nowhere the fuck else, but got a ride to this gas station at 2 in the morning. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Your priorities fucked up. Okay, so he was recording. He was like, so this he was like, so this what we doing, Maya? So this what we doing? Some shit. He was like, all the shit I do for you, And I was just standing there, y'all. It just really felt like a dream to me, because I'm already high and drunk as hell. So he just in my face yelling and shit, y'all. He in the store yelling. I'm happy it wasn't nobody up in that store, because I would have been embarrassed. But he was up in the store yelling, and then he had left. And then we had left. I looked up and I looked at the dude, and we just busted out laughing, because I was coming in that store doing all that. Because first off, if it was me, I would have put hands, feet, and paws on my bitch. But y'all, he was really a little sweet boy. He wasn't really like that for real. But then I got home. Well, he posted it. I know he posted it because he got my homeboy, my homegirl calling me. And I'm like, oh, shit. I already know what they calling for. So I answered the phone, and they were giggling and kiki calling and shit, like some shit funny, the fuck. So then I was like, man, y'all, what should I do? Then I was like, yeah, I'm about to post on my story and say it's a prank. And here they go, yeah, post on your, like, what the fuck? So I post on my story saying it's a prank. And yeah. So after that, we had got back together. But he was like, can I not post this on social media and shit? Like, you should not post the video. Now you out here looking embarrassed because you back with me. So they ain't know what the fuck fault. So I posted him on social media just because. Like, you don't tell me not to post you on social media because you posted that video and you don't want nobody to know that you back with me. So I sure did post it us, and then Tayshawn, Miss S, gonna post on Facebook, talk about some city boys down 1,000 or some shit like that. And then here go my boyfriend at the time, gonna post on there, talk about some, can we stop bashing her with the woo shit. Who? I ain't give a fuck what the fuck they was saying, because I don't give a fuck. I cheated, got that nigga back, give a fuck. And then after that, everybody started joking, talking about posting on Facebook and shit, talking about some, it's a prank, copying me and shit like that. And then that's really how, y'all, should I post the video too? Because I still got the video where you recorded. And then I got another video of somebody acting it out in school. So should I post them? Yeah, I ain't even gonna post the motherfucking video, because that's a little too messy.
Imagine moving out of state with a man, away from your friends and family, away from his friends and family, just y'all two, a fresh start. You find a good job, he finds a job, and everything is going good. Like, it's seeming like a healthy relationship again. It's just really going good. Then all of a sudden, 3 months down the line, he started acting funny. And when I say acting funny, he's not like, it's not how it was when y'all first moved down here and everything was going good. It's becoming toxic again, and you're not ready to leave the relationship because you moved out of state. You did a lot to make the relationship work. So you like, let me try to figure out and find out what's going on. So you hire a private investigator, and he tells you that he's been seeing him with a woman that doesn't live too far from y'all new apartment, back and forth basically to her house every day. So now, not knowing how to approach the situation, you get this information, you get the address, and you go sit outside the house. Not directly outside, because of course you don't want to be seen. You see the girl, she's cute, and she's going in the house, but she has a child with her. The child's about 2 or 3. So now it's getting weird. So, okay, you have the name, you leave, you don't address anything. You have the name and stuff, you go stalk the socials just to see, like, what's going on. Mind you, I forgot to add that he was a truck driver. So he's been on the road all over prior to y'all moving down there. Skimming through the girl Facebook photos, you see the girl, the baby, and your man. So now it's getting weirder. You're not fully knowing how to address the situation, because it's like crash out, kill him, or just peacefully leave the situation. It's killing you because he's coming in the house grumpy like, bitch, you hate me. Come to find out, you are possibly the father of a child that I never knew anything about. And you love your family so bad that you moved me down here with them, away from my friends and family, to cheat on me and have a family outside of me. So now around the house, you're being like, real nonchalant, whatever the case may be. You're walking around, you're not cooking. You are cleaning because, like, that's the only thing that you can do. Well, must do. But you're not really, like, doing any of the extra stuff. So he asks what's wrong. You're just saying, like, you're not in the mood. And he says, okay, like, to get you in the mood, let's just go on a little staycation, whatever the case may be. Now, y'all go on a weekend trip. And you only reaping the benefits because you know you're going to leave eventually. Day 2, Saturday, it's a knock at the door. And when I go away, I always put the do not disturb sign on the door. So who could this be? Granted, I don't open the door anyways, but the knocking continues. He's in the shower, so you say, who? It's the girl. Now, the whole time you never crashed out or wild on her because you never knew that she, like, whether she knew about you or not. Come to find out, she knew about you, but the plan was not for you to move down around them. It was just for him to leave you, move, and be a family. This is his son. They've been seeing each other for a while. Just about the same time that y'all was dating. She's like, I'm sorry to tell you this way, but he said that he was going to tell you, and this, that, and the third. So now it's just all one big headache. You tell her, give you a minute. Y'all can meet up because you don't want him to know that you know yet. She leaves the hotel, and you tell him that you don't feel well, but you want food. And he's acting weird, like all of a sudden you're not feeling well, this, that, and the third. Whoa.
Story time on how I found out my homegirl slept with my man by seeing the video in his phone. So boom, I'm like 15, 16 at the time. Mind you, this is my man. We've been together for like 3 years. Like, that's mine. Everybody knows we're together. And my homegirl, we had a whole trio. Like, we went out together. We went shopping. We got food. We would have sleepovers. And P.S., the other girl in the friend group slept on him too. But we not talking about her. We talking about this one. So boom, it's just a regular day. I'm chilling with my man. Well, thought he was my man. We at his house. We just chilling, talking, doing what you do. So he leave out the room to go talk to his mom about whatever. And he leaves his phone in the room. Mind you, I have his password. Like, he has my password. We locked in. Like, I don't know how more I could explain this. Posting on the snap, like, childhood love. Everyone knew we were together. So he leaves his phone. And what did I do? Go through it. Like, it's our phone. What you mean? This ain't no secret. So I'm just scrolling through apps, just, doing shit. And now, like, I understand why people say, don't go through that phone unless you want your feelings hurt. Dead ass. So I don't know what made me do this, but I click on Google Pics. Like, I already been through the camera roll, but I've never been through the Google Pics. So I go through it. I'm scrolling. Had to stop.
So I see somebody naked getting back shots. Like, and why would he have this in his phone if it wasn't him? So what do? Click it. When I tell y'all, like, everything, every emotion, feeling you could think of rushed through my body. Like, my heart dropped. I seen the girl clear as day. I knew who it was. That was my homegirl. And I didn't even have to see the nigga's face. I know what that shit looked like. It was mine. And he was raw doing it. No condom, no nothing. You know how heartbroken I was? So as I'm feeling all these emotions, not even knowing what to think, what to say, what to do, he come back in the room. Phone unlocked. See me. He didn't even have time to say nothing, think. Like, I just popped on him. What else could I have done? Like, you really just played in my face. I'm like, what? So I'm beating on him. And, like, he finally peeps, like, what I seen. Why this nigga start crying? Why the fuck are you crying? Like, if that's not some manipulative, narcissistic shit, I don't know what is. So he boo-hoo crying because, well, you know you did wrong. You know you did wrong. So I leave. I walk out. I had to leave. Somebody was going to die. Somebody. So I leave, go for a walk, but I'm not cooling down. Like, there's nothing cooling me down on this walk. Like, nothing is helping me, like, calm down. So I get to texting her, you stupid slut ass. Like, I was going in. Stupid dumb bitch. You a side hoe. You knew we was together and you still you like, I was going in. So boom. Then I forgot what happened. I think I went back to the house. He over here trying to explain, trying to say everything. Like, I wasn't listening to nothing. I texted my mom. I said, come get me. Mind you, I'm young at the time. So I said, come get me right now. And it's like, girl, you was with me every day. Y'all done been up in my face, both of y'all. In my face. Acting like nothing's going on. Like, y'all not. Oh. And I've been dogging people out ever since.